What's up, team? Today I wanted to walk you through one of the most crucial things for you to focus on. If you want to build a business that gets to a point where you don't have to hustle just to get your next clients in, when you want to get your business to a point where it's generating multiple six figures and it's starting to run like it's got a mind of its own, like it's got an energy of its own, right? And what I'm going to be sharing with you today, when mastered, will create that. Not only will it create a mind of its own and an energy of its own to continually grow, it'll grow in a way that compounds. Sort of like finance professionals look at compound interest. I'm going to be showing you the compound interest in your business growth. Now, if you don't have 5 minutes to watch this and you'd rather go watch a cat video or you'd rather go watch something to do with the Kardashians, go ahead and do that. However, that'll be the biggest problem as to why your business isn't growing, okay? Now, if you want to really grow, make sure you sit down, grab a coffee, grab a cup of tea, and really, truly digest this one. Now, for anyone, when you look out there and you look at business growth advice, in fact, when you look at any form of business advice in general, what you mainly see out there advertised more than anything else are marketing and sales strategies, right? It's all about how to get this funnel to operate in this certain way. It's all about how to generate X amount of leads. It's all about how to grow your social media following. It's all about how to get more. Do you know what most of these gurus are not actually teaching you? How to actually optimize your client and your customer experience so that they are truly fucking mind blown with the experience that they have with you. And you know why they're not talking about that? Because it's not fucking sexy. It's not sexy, it's not fun, it's not cool, it doesn't excite our ego, right? Because the truth is, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to break down why this is the case in just 1 minute, right? But the truth is that the most secure, the strongest, the most powerful way that you can build your business is to build it into a position where it absolutely dominates and it provides more value than anyone else in your niche, in your area, okay? But the thing is with that is it requires you to sit down daily and perfect your offering every single day. It requires you to over deliver every single day. It requires you to look at what you've got, and even when it's not just good, but it's great, it requires you to go from great to exceptional. And it requires you to consistently be stepping into the mind of your client, into the mind of your customers, and be continually providing not just perceived value, but real value time and time again. Now, I know this sounds so simple. I know that it just sounds so simple. And I know that for a lot of you, you might be thinking, yeah, it's fine. I get awesome results already. Like my customers love me, product's good. Now I just need to grow this thing, right? However, I want to challenge you on that. And I want to say to you that if your product was good, right? If your product was good, if it was really not just good, but it was absolutely exceptional, if it was mind-blowing, I want to let you know that if that was actually the case, then your business would be naturally growing by itself. And it would be growing in something that we call a referral percentage. Okay, now I'm going to show you now what that means exactly. In our business, we have a minimum of 150% referral rate. Now, what that means is that on average, when someone attends our events, they refer 1.5 people to come to our events, right? Now, I know that sounds funny, 1.5 people, how do you have half a person? But when you average it all out, right? When you average it all out, some people refer more, some people refer one, some people refer whatever it might be, okay? But on average, it works out to be 1.5% referral rate, yep? And the only reason that happens, I'll tell you guys straight up, we do not have some fancy referral system where they get an incentive and then they have a referral code. And we don't have any of that shit. What we do is we provide events that are absolutely mind-blowing. We provide events that are so damn transformative that our attendees are naturally, and this is what you want them to be naturally going out there and screaming your name from the rooftops, right? That is true power in your business. Because not only is it true power in your business because it's growing in that way, it's also not relying on what the Facebook ads platform is currently doing. It's not relying on what the Instagram algorithm is. It's not relying on anything external at all. It is relying on the fact that you're a fucking rock star on what it is that you actually do. Now, let me break this down for you again. Let me show you how this looks, right? Because what ends up happening is at first, if you say, let's say you start off with 10 people. You have 10 people, 10 clients, 10 attendees of an event or whatever it might be. And I've done some maths here, and this is what we see within our business. Let's say you've got 10 people, and all of those 10 people refer 1.5 people, okay? Now, you've got 15 clients. Okay, now you've got 15 clients or 15 attendees or 15 customers or whatever it might be. Then what ends up happening is with those 15, your total amount now turns to 25. Okay? I'm not a maths rock star, so let me take my time on this, okay? So now your total amount of people turn to 25. Then those new 15 people, well, they go ahead and they have an incredible experience with you, and they go and they refer 1.5 as well. Yeah? Then after they've done their 1.5, that's 22.5 new people. Now you've got a total of 47, right? And this has all just come from 10 people to start with. Then those 22.5, yep, they go and do their 1.5 referral. Yep, once they've done their 1.5 referral, you've now got 33 point something people, yeah? Now, in total, you've got over 80 people, yeah? You do it again and the number works out to be 130 people now. And it all started from you providing incredible, insane levels of value to just 10 people and then doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. Now, it doesn't take a maths genius to figure out when you look at this pattern here, when you look at this pattern down the side, you'll start to see that each time you grow, it starts to really compound. Now we've jumped from 80 to 130 people, right? Now all the gurus out there will be like, you see, waiting for referrals is not predictable. It's not a predictable way to grow your business. What? What do you mean? That's the stupidest thing in the world. I know that my next events are going to be bigger, right? I know that they're going to be bigger. And in fact, it is so predictable that it does not depend on what Facebook ads are doing with their cost per view. It does not depend on what Facebook ads are doing on their cost per conversion. It does not depend on where the current trends are or anything like that. It doesn't depend on anything other than the fact that I know that when people come and work with me, I'm going to blow their freaking minds. So what I want you to ask yourself is, if you stopped spending so much energy wondering around what the best marketing strategy in the world is, if you grabbed that energy instead and every day you poured it into making sure that you weren't just good, you weren't just great, but you were absolutely fucking phenomenal. If you did that every single day, and then once you got a product that you thought was phenomenal, you made it even better and you provided even more, I want you to ask yourself, are you going to be happier with these numbers that I've written down here? Because that is now the reality for me. Now, guys, it hasn't always been like that. Admittedly, it hasn't always been like that. In the past, I'd focused on marketing and really focused on how do I get these ads to perform exactly how I want these ads to perform. And you can get them to work really well. right? We teach Facebook ads, we teach marketing, we teach sales here, right? We teach all of those things. However, I was focusing on that a lot. I was focusing on that way too much. And then I would end up being in a position where I'd be like celebrating that 10 new clients have come through, right? But even from a mathematical standpoint, those numbers that I showed you before, right? How does that make sense? Why should I be celebrating that I've got 10 new people that came through because I did a good Facebook ad, right? Versus celebrating that 20 people came through because and only because my clients and my attendees are so satisfied that they're screaming my name from the rooftops. You've got to look at what you would prefer, right? Now you've got the question of like, well, how do we get the 10 clients to start things happening and how do we inject more people in? And of course, the answer is you couple this strategy with a great marketing strategy as well, right? But for me, honestly, marketing is cream on top, right? I don't have to rely on marketing. And I truly believe if you've got to rely on marketing, you need to take a damn good look at the service that you're providing.